I would like to demonstrate the difference between dirt and soil. So, dirt is soil without microbes, as simple as that. And as you know, to make bread from this flour, we need to put yeast and let it ferment before we bake it. So let's see what happens if there is rainfall onto dirt versus soil, and I would like to demonstrate that. So this is rain falling on dirt versus rainfall on soil. And I think this demonstrates a lot of differences. If there is no microbes in the soil, there will be topsoil erosion. There will be areas of drought even when there was active rainfall. There will be water runoff leading to floods and leading to drought after the rainfall. Whereas here you can see the soil nicely absorbed rainfall, slowed down water into the creeks and finally into the rivers, so you will not have floods. And this bread is going to take days or maybe a month before it completely dries out, providing continuous supply of water to the plants and the microbes living in there. Now, what makes dirt into soil is the microbes. So the bacteria secrete glues that agglutinate soil particles to form microaggregates, and most important part of the soil, which is fungi, that are threads that tie up these microaggregates into macroaggregates to make the sponge in the soil. With chemical farming, we are destroying biology and microbes in the soil with heavy tillage equipment and chemicals destroying microbes and pesticides and salts, and it turns into dirt. And obviously, if you try to grow plants in dirt, you're forced to use fertilizer, so it becomes a vicious cycle. To break out of this cycle, we need to introduce microbes back into the soil in their complete form. That is the key. In Amazon nowadays, everybody is selling microbial products, including bacteria and fungi. But that's not going to be a full solution because there is no nematodes, microarthropods, protozoa, and the higher trophic organisms in there. The other important point I wanted to make clear was we will we will probably run out of water in the next few decades because the rain that is falling in dirt is not filtered. Do you see how murky this water is versus this? Now, what filters the water from rain is the microbial population. It is not just filtering mechanically but also chemically. Microbes have chelating enzymes in them that bind heavy metals, and that's one of the most important things because we talk about mercury in food. And recently there was a thing from FDA saying you should not feed infants rice cereal, and they put a limit on it because it has arsenic. Because as you know, paddy or rice is grown in flooded areas, and soil normally has arsenic, and that ends up in the rice. But if the microbiome is good in your gut, the arsenic or the mercury is chelated and you poop, and that's how you don't get it into your body. And also very important is the gut barrier, and which is also maintained by soil microbial population. What I mean is human microbial population from the soil. So very important in heavy metal detoxification and soil erosion and everything. And I'm hoping to be part of cleaning up Ohio River. So all creeks form bigger streams that end up in the river. And as you know, we have a crisis like river water is not good anymore with all the chemicals and toxins in it, and we have to clean up the roots, which is all the fields and um, your backyard. When the rain falls in your backyard and you only spray chemicals to keep your backyard green and pesticides and chemicals to kill your weeds, they all end up in the river. So we need to stop doing that and putting nature back into soil, or life back into the soil is very important.